Play clock winding down. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. There goes Duke Johnson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, 71 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On second down, it's Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Body Calhoun. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
first down carry here for Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers making their way out. And, you know, Charles, if you believe in linear progression, could be a super season in the Steel City. 4 years ago, they didn't make the playoffs. 3 years ago, they lost in the wild card game. 2 years ago in the division round, and last year in the AFC title game. So if form holds, could be your AFC champions in February.
Wouldn't that be something? What kind of progression is that?
Linear.
Yeah.
But someone told me that. I'm not taking credit for it.
Well, we're going to roll with it, aren't we? Because I agree with you. This is a team that was in the playoffs last year. They went ahead and drafted T.J. Watt, an outside linebacker who can rush off the edge out of Wisconsin to give them a little more pop on defense. Then on the offensive side of the ball, we're all rooting for James Conner, the rookie out of Pittsburgh, battled back and beat cancer. Now he's trying to beat up people in the NFL.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Eagles out in front early. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On second down, Roethlisberger. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 45 yards. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Shift together here from the D-line. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Second and goal now from the 8. After the penalty, it's Bell. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Easy.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Here's Bell, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns heading out on offense, Charles, and with them so many facts we can hit on, but unfortunately not many good. 9 consecutive losing seasons, 4-28 the last 2 years, 26 starting quarterbacks since coming back in '99. Only one of 2 non-expansion teams to never appear in a Super Bowl. You get the point, so give me some optimism.
Well, they're hoping it'll just be one starting quarterback in 2017, someone who will solidify that position for the team. And then think about what they did in the draft, though. 3 first-round draft picks, including Myles Garrett, the #1 overall pick in the draft, at defensive end out of Texas A&M. They're hoping it's a fresh start and a new direction for Cleveland.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On the toss, here's Johnson. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Target, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On second down, Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They go to Johnson again. And now running right through it. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in Week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The #1 overall pick, Myles Garrett, showing why he was the #1 pick as he gets him behind the line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. And that'll set him back 5. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved down to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there just before halftime. 63 yards. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And Gonzalez puts this one through. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the 2nd quarter in Detroit. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Ronnie Hillman, nothing but green grass ahead of him. The 20, 10, and he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a foot. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. McDonald, the man in motion. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now they'll throw him with Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
Again, it's Bell. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. He can't get him down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, of 1 broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
The scoring update from the southern edge of Ohio down in Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ryan Shazier able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Time running out here on the play clock. So that'll back them up 5. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Dez. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. The Jets now up over the Bills. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Seven yards to go on second down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll go again with Bell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They're on to the second half now down in Miami. And now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On the counter, here's Bell. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Instead, he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
These two. Go.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. In motion right is Brown. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 6 there, but now it's 3rd. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Landry now on the return. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive of the Brown with Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Move, landed. Leopard.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 3rd down.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
The give is to Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. In motion left comes Brown. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. On the NFL scoreboard, fourth quarter now at Soldier Field. And really pouring it on now are the Falcons. A win would be their first of the young season. They pitch it out to Johnson. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
He's back to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll hand it off now. Johnson takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Lucky 56.
Again, it's Johnson. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. On 2nd down, Hyde. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. It's in the fourth quarter down in Miami. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Browns, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener.